Hello, lovely saints and sinners, and welcome to my little world. Today, I'll be talking about the newest episode of The Walking Dead, Season 7, Episode 5, Go-Getters. Now, the past episodes, they focused on one person in general. The first episode, it was more based on Rick. The second one, in the kingdom, was Carol. Carol facing this new world, a world that doesn't exist in her eyes. It's just a fairy tale. It's all bullshit. Now, the third episode was mainly based on Daryl and the song Easy Street. Don't we all hate that song by now? I mean, sometimes I just walk around, think of the episode, think of the song, and it suddenly goes like, on Easy Street. Yeah, I don't even know the song. On Easy Street is actually the only line I really know. The fourth episode was mainly based on Alexandria and Rick and the people around it. And the Saviors came to collect way too early and they took everything they wanted. Suddenly, keeping track of the guns is a stupid idea because they were missing 2 guns. And who had it? Good question. It's been a while since I watched it. It's a little bit of a side role for that person, but 2 guns were missing, and apparently some strong alcohol and some canned food. But yeah, eventually they got to save their asses when they found the guns, and all went well, although they lost all their mattresses and found later burned somewhere on the street. Horrible, isn't it? But today we're not talking about those episodes, we're talking about the 5th one, the Go-Getters. Now this episode is mostly focused on Maggie Reed. She lost her beloved husband and she was afraid she was going to lose her child as well. Now apparently there was some separation in her uterus that caused the problem she was feeling, she encountered, but everything is well and the doctor suggested that Maggie and SharSjar stayed at the hilltop. Now, Gregory couldn't agree with that because he is a royal coward, let's just say it like that. And he was afraid that what if Negan is going to find the 2 and they're going to find out that they conspired together to actually kill the Saviors. Actually, I can't really blame him because Gregory is already known for his cowardness and Negan is damn right scary. He is just so scary. Now, the nice thing was that Glenn and Abraham got buried on the grounds of the hilltop, and Gregory couldn't agree with that because they burned their dead people and they do not bury them. At that point, Gregory made it clear that SharSjar and Maggie were not allowed to stay. Actually, he preferred them to go right at that moment, but they convinced him that they could stay at least for the night. Jesus would do everything, would try at least so hard to make Gregory changed his mind so that the 2 girls could stay. But that might be a little bit difficult because Gregory is stubborn and cowardness is dangerous. Because Gregory, I quote Maggie, he is a coward and they are dangerous. And they are, I do get it. Now we also see that Carl can agree with his father with the ways of their new lives. I mean, I can't really disagree with him. They had a very strong life, they survived so many things, but surviving Negan is going to be very difficult, and I think we all saw how Rick is going to lose hope. Now this might not all be true. Maybe Rick is just keeping up a certain act to make sure that everyone thinks he gave up and he's just living a life that the Saviors want them to live. In the previous episode there is a rumor that Daryl used some kind of a Morse code with his eyes to contact with Rick, and apparently what I read on the internet, he said the Morse code said east, and Negan and the Saviors apparently do live east from Alexandria. Now if that is true, I don't know, but it wouldn't be the first time that something like this takes place. We just have to watch it unfold. So eventually something nasty occurred, and that was the gate was open. At the hilltop the gate was open, there were fires on the ground, and there was this car playing music out loud, drawing the walkers in, and SharSjar wanted to do something about it, but actually commanded that Maggie stays inside. But eventually, of course, our stubborn Maggie couldn't agree with that, so she decided to act. With a tractor thing, she rode over that car and made the sound stop. And the next day, the saviors came to talk with their Gregory, because they expect that Gregory has been working together with the Alexandrians, yes, the Alexandrians, to conspire with the Hilltoppers. Luckily for him, he knew how to talk his way out of it. I guess that's what cowards are good at. Maggie and SharSjar had to hide before they would come in, and Negan wasn't the one visiting, but apparently he's going to be their new Negan. What his name is, I don't know. Maybe I missed it. I don't know. But he's a nasty guy. That I know for sure. Anyway, Gregory sold them out, but luckily Jesus hid them in a different closet. So when this new Negan opened the closet, or Gregory did it for them, he only found scotch. And this new Negan isn't fond of scotch, but he took it anyway for the real Negan, and he's going to take the credits for it. Nasty guy. I think we're not going to like him much as well. I must say, this new couple thingy, well, at least it was for the episode, Enid and Carl, their kiss was so cute. Sadly, it's not going to last, because Carl had to go a different way than Enid. Enid went to visit SharSjar and Maggie, and she stayed there to help. But Carl is going somewhere else. He needs to kill the saviors, and I have no fucking idea how he's going to do that alone, but he's going to do it. He's stubborn. He is a child of Rick and Lori. I mean, those two were very stubborn. And do I sense a new couple upcoming? I'm not sure. SharSjar and Jesus do look very cute together, I must say. Jesus wanted to pay them back for not talking the way he did sooner towards Gregory, so SharSjar said, you can make it up to me if you can find out where the saviors live, where Negan lives. It's very exciting. I'm curious where this is going, because they do want to fight Negan, but he has so many men. How are you going to fight such a powerful guy? He is just a show character, and yet he freaks me out. He and his Lucille are damn scary. And suddenly, my love for John Winchester was gone. Thank you, AMC. Or whoever wrote the script, of course. Or chose the characters. And the episode quite ended with Enid, SharSjar, and Maggie sitting on a table having dinner. And Maggie was so sweet to hand the pocket watch to Enid. Now we saw Maggie leave the pocket watch at Glenn's grave on Hilltop. Eventually she hit Gregory in the face, and damn right, but he apparently stole the pocket watch from his grave, telling her that it would be a shame, that it would be a waste to leave it out in the rain. At that point she says, you're not gonna call me honey, you're not gonna call me dear and whatever, no, you're gonna call me by my name, which is Maggie Reed. On that point she is determined to fight. She is going to be okay eventually, and I'm glad to see it, because she did lose her husband. They've been together for so long. It would be a shame to see her die or wither away. No, she's going to fight. Now the real ending was Jesus crawling in one of the trucks, grabbing the scotch, take a sip, throw it out to leave a trail most likely, and guess who there is as well? Carl. So I don't know if Carl and Jesus met before. I can't really remember. But I think they're gonna be a stubborn duo, and strong and smart, because Carl is smart, so is Jesus. The second episode of The Walking Dead was calming. It was an episode that gave us the opportunity to recover from the first. And the third one wasn't quite heavy as well, but we needed to see the truth, what is happening with Daryl. And the fourth, tension was being built up again, and even more with this episode. So I'm very curious what next week is going to bring us, and I'm going to talk about it next week. It's my favorite show. What is your favorite show? Well, since that's it, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and make sure you check out my Twitch channel. You can find all my social medias in the description. I would just say, Stay pure tainted. Bye.